All right, morning everybody. All right. These days I haven't really been making videos these days. I just had changes in my life. And I think that I had things that I had to work at as far as myself. Okay. As far as in rehabilitation and other things and all that other stuff. All right. Uh, Life changes. But I'm not going nowhere, y'all. All right. And hopefully you guys has had a good productive day today and the day will turn out the way that you wanted to turn out. All right. So, a couple of things. Pride would definitely lead into destruction. Okay. As they say in Proverbs. All right. The woman. The woman could be at times, this is not all women, but the woman could be as sweet, sweet as honey, and then as bitter as poison. Okay. These are scriptures that I like to get out of Proverbs. That's like my favorite book, Proverbs and uh, the Ecclesiastes. I mean, all the books are important, but I try to use on this channel scripture to weave through what's going on in modern day and age. All right, we're not in those times anymore. This is a different environment. We live in America now, or the chosen ones are in America. Two spirit world. Okay, where I just think that a man, any man, but particularly a man that looks like me, you have to have structure in your life to an extent and have to pretty much walk in faith, the Most High and His Son. I would just prefer you do. That's just my suggestion. Okay, in this modern day Babylon. That being said, this guy named Gunplay. Okay, I really don't care about his real name. All right, I just know or I understand that he was one of Rick Ross's, the rapper, entourage. He's from and lives in Miami. All right, that he's on some serious charges right now for pointing the rifle at his wife over a doggone PlayStation game. Okay, when they have a newborn baby. All right. Um, Again, I don't know a lot about the guy. I didn't even know who he was until he ended up getting arrested. So reports say, and I just looked at different, I don't know, articles and from guys or whatever that like guys like Hassan Campbell. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. All right, I've been a long time subscriber. I know of him. He knows of me, and a few other podcasts and some of the local news and so forth about this Gunplay guy. Okay, really hadn't heard any of his music. Uh, he was pending charges over a birthday party that I believe last month, which was July. And I've seen the video. This guy didn't like the music that they played. I guess apparently they played some G Unit with 50 Cent, and they chasing this guy down because he's stealing stuff out of the gas station here. But anyway, he threatened to kill everybody in the club and all that other stuff. Okay, on his birthday, and I think that he's pending charges on that right now. Okay, for making those threats. So, but let's fast forward here to today's times where, again, I guess there was, well, end result is his wife wanted to leave because the PlayStation was too loud, and he pointed a rifle at the wife, his wife with the baby and so forth. And now she's filing for divorce. She's gone and all of this stuff, and he's been arrested. Okay. Now there's conflicting reports of whether he had pointed the gun or not, so forth. Okay. But according to this tweet, I guess when she was trying to help him out with his alcoholism and his anger and so forth, this is the law enforcement, must feel as though he's some type of threat. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? To be able to try to grant her whatever she wants. Okay? For her to be so staunch, in filing for a divorce. Which tells me they've had problems long before this point right here. I guess it just got to a point where everything just kind of, reached a boiling point or escalated out of control. All right. Here's a couple of things about domestic violence. What you do in your house is on you. I don't want to tell nobody because nobody like to be told what to do. All I can do is give you some suggestions or whatever. All right. So I just think in an instance like that, I don't think that it was a big enough deal over the PlayStation was too loud for her to get up and leave. I don't think that was necessarily grounds to do that. And it's definitely not grounds to point a rifle at your wife or particularly like your child. But I think that you do need to consider that child. Okay, things are the best interest of that young baby there. Okay, at the same time, as well as your spouse. The man wasn't really doing anything. Okay, he was just at home playing his PlayStation, wasn't really bothering anybody, was not in the street or doing anything to that nature. Okay. I don't know, but I know one thing. A man will probably be better off in the wilderness with a contentious woman. That's if she was being contentious. I believe that, and you know what? I get it. The man probably didn't want her to get up and leave with his child and all that other stuff. Okay, she's probably wondering where you gonna go. But I would just suggest that, guys, if you're in a situation like that and you don't want her to leave, then you leave. Okay, go somewhere for maybe a day or two and get your thoughts together. All right, it may not be you. All right, but I do think that if things do escalate to a certain point, then somebody needs to leave. Okay, because if the police gets called out, I know in this state, if the police is called out, there's somebody getting locked up. That's the best advice I can give you. Take it easy on the alcohol, y'all. Okay? You don't need to do nothing that's going to really impair your physical health, your mental status, and so forth. All right? You get to enough alcohol in your system, that alcohol, you know what I'm saying? That alcohol will start talking for you. This is a really unfortunate incident for this guy and his wife. All right, and many women, like in a particular like that, if you're not squared away, she's gonna move on to somebody else. So let me know what you think about the video here. This is just reality. It's real talk here. All right, just going to give you some advice, instructions to keep you out of trouble, to keep you out of jail. And things will work out the way that it needs to work out. All right. But this is definitely not the way.